Good morning, this is MetLoop meteorologist Dave Elliott with your weather outlook for Tuesday, January the 17th, 2017. Starting out with the nationwide radar loop, what we're seeing right now is low pressure moving through the upper Midwest, bringing some rain showers and some snow and a little bit of freezing rain up through the Northeast. And trailing down to the southeast of that is a frontal boundary that's not really getting much of a push, so it's remaining a little stationary. We're seeing some pretty good coverage of rain showers and some thunderstorm activity along that boundary. As we go a little further west, we're seeing high pressure dominating most of the western portions of the country. However, we are watching a new system that's tracking into the Pacific Northwest and bringing a mixed bag of precipitation up to that area with snow, freezing rain, and just regular old rain. And switching over to the current temperature map, looks a lot like what we saw yesterday with warmer temperatures down through the southeast, reaching up into the 70s along the central Gulf Coast. And then as you proceed off to the west and to the northwest, we're seeing much cooler temperatures and downright cold up in the northern plains states with single digits in the teens up in that area. And for today's outlook, what we're going to be watching is the continued northeastward movement of this low pressure system. And as it does move that way, we're going to see a pretty good amount of wintry precip through eastern New York and then into New Hampshire and Vermont. We could see up to around 4 to 6 inches of snowfall, especially in the higher elevations in that area. And then once you move down to the south, this cold frontal boundary, which as I mentioned before isn't moving a heck of a lot, we're going to continue to see it sort of linger in this area, and as it does, and this colder air coming down from the north interacts with the warmer air coming up from the south, we will see thunderstorm activity all the way from southern Texas all the way up through the Midwest. We're not looking for a huge chance for severe storms. However, here in the southern portions of Texas, we could see some very strong storms later on this afternoon, bringing some large hail and some gusty winds and a slight chance for some tornadic activity. And then moving out to the Pacific Northwest, we do expect to continue seeing wintry precip moving inland. As you reach the higher elevations, it'll be in the form of snow up above about 2,500 feet. And in the lower elevations, we'll see rain. And in some of these cooler valley areas, especially the Willamette and then in the Columbia River Gorge up around the Portland area, we do expect to see a pretty good shot at some freezing rain leading to some ice accumulation. We've already seen a little bit this morning, and we expect to see a little more later on tonight. So if you're up in that area, please be safe, as the potential for up to ½ an inch of ice exists on those roads up there. And that's your outlook for today. Hope you have a great weather day wherever you are. And please be sure to follow MetLoop on Facebook and Twitter for all the latest and greatest weather info.